start. Coming to the question, which is more important from the point of consideration of High Court's power for issuance of mandamus, it appears that the Constitution empowers the High Court to issue writs, directions, or orders in the nature of habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, quo warranto, and certiorari for the enforcement of any of the rights conferred by Part 3 and for any other purpose under Article 226 of the Constitution of India. Stop. It is therefore essentially a power upon the High Court for issuance of high prerogative writs for enforcement of fundamental rights as well as non-fundamental or ordinary legal rights which may come within the expression for any other purpose. Stop. The powers of the High Courts under Article 226, though are discretionary and no limits can be placed upon their discretion, it must be exercised along recognized lines and subject to certain self-imposed limitations. Stop. The expression for any other purpose in Article 226 makes the jurisdiction of the High Courts more extensive, but yet the courts must exercise the same with certain restraints and within some parameters. Stop. One of the conditions for exercising power under Article 226 for issuance of a mandamus is that the court must come to the conclusion that the aggrieved person has a legal right which entitles him to any of the rights and that such right has been infringed. Stop. In other words, existence of a legal right of a citizen and performance of any corresponding legal duty by the state or any public authority could be enforced by issuance of a writ of mandamus. Stop. Mandamus means a command. Stop. It differs from the writs of prohibition or certiorari in its demand for some activity on the part of the body or person to whom it is addressed. Stop. Mandamus is a command issued to direct any person, corporation, inferior courts, or government requiring him or them to do some particular thing herein specified which appertains to his or their office and is in the nature of a public duty. Stop. A mandamus is available against any public authority, including settlements, administrative and local bodies, and it would lie to any person who is under a duty imposed by statute or by the common law to do a particular act. Stop. In order to obtain a writ or order in the nature of mandamus, the applicant has to satisfy that he has a legal right to the performance of a legal duty by the party against whom the mandamus is sought, and such right must be subsisting on the date of the petition. Stop. The duty that may be enjoined by mandamus may be 1. Imposed by the Constitution, a statute, common law, or by rules or orders having the force of law. Stop. When the aforesaid principles are applied to the case in hand, the so-called right of the respondents, depending upon the conclusion that the Amendment Act is constitutionally invalid and therefore the right to get interim payment will continue till the final decision of the Board of Revenue cannot be sustained when the Supreme Court itself has upheld the constitutional validity of the Amendment Act and further declared in the said appeal that interim payments are payable till determination is made by the director under section 39. Stop. The High Court, in exercise of power of issuance of mandamus, could not have said anything contrary to that on the ground that the earlier judgment in favor of the respondents became final, not being challenged. Stop.